All right, so thanks for coming into the video. Today it's going to be more on the C6 and how to continue to get better on track. So for those that have seen some of the other videos, you know that I've kind of been stuck, I guess, is the best way to put it, at a certain lap time, and part of that's because courage, part of that's because braking early, and so forth, so forth, so forth. And being able to go through data is definitely helpful. So I currently don't have that well, so how do I get better? Boom. Garmin Catalyst, telemetry, AI optimization, driving coach, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what this is. Okay, so what we have here is the Garmin Catalyst driving coach, or AI-driven optimization, whatever it's going to be called. Optimized driving performance on road courses. Yay! I chose to go with this version instead of the AIM Solo just because the screen has everything that I need right then. I don't have to have a laptop to download the data and start looking at the data that way. I can just go through it straight on here. It does make it a little bit harder to get data off of it. Then you do have to have the laptop again, but for my needs, my current needs, this with the screen and it's taking its own video, that's going to be more helpful for what I'm doing. So, anyways, it is now Monday evening, and I'm on track in 5 days. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted. I'm not going to be call it the clean finished install. I just need to get it in the car, get it stable, get to the point where it's not going to malfunction, and that's going to be good enough for this weekend. That's really the goal. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so on the unboxing side of things, cool. We've got our handheld screen. I'm set it to the side, and we've got our camera. So that's what's going to be mounting on the windshield, facing outward. Awesome. What else we have in here? Nothing on this one. Add it to the pile of recycling that needs to go out. Cool. Driving Performance Optimizer. And then all of my associated mounts. Cables. More cables. Okay, so here we have everything unboxed, kind of separated out. We have our, I guess, our main part of the unit. We've got our camera with an extra, I guess, mounting attachment for that. We have our instructions manual. Then we have some product safety stuff, and that can go back over there. I'm not gonna need that guy. This is our mount that this hand-free unit, or the head unit, is gonna connect to with magnetic and pins. Got a couple different cables, some cable management, another cable, 12-volt adapter for the car cigarette lighter, and then the double ball mount attachments. So this is basically gonna go onto this. Man, that magnet's actually pretty dang good. So that's already on. That will go with one of these to suction cup. All right, so I just plugged the unit in and went through some of the basic stuff of connecting to Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna show that because you don't need to know my Wi-Fi name nor password. Anyways, learning as we go in here, selecting our profile. I've got an all white helmet and mostly white car, so red helmet it is. Nickname. Jordan, that looks good enough. Well, we're gonna come back in a little bit, and I'm gonna have that account. All right, after you log yourself in, you can go ahead and set your car. Cool. Clear view of the sky. Well, I don't have a clear view of the sky. Complete later. Sweet. That's pretty nice that it tells me the weather chance. It's kind of drizzly right now, so I guess yay. Man, so it already picking up at that VIR is my closest track. That's pretty cool. Nifty. Cool. Anyways, that's the I guess originals or all right, so there we have their first initial setup of this. I mean, I will need to have the cameras connected and mounted in the car, but at least the profile and whatnot is connected. And it has a little over 7 hours of footage without me having to put an external micro SD card in. That's pretty awesome already. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mount our camera. Gotta get the keys for the car, it's still inside, but this is gonna be going effectively right there on the inside. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a gap in between the mount for my rear view mirror and the windshield itself. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. We can get it there and yeah, clean the windshield, stick it on, move to the next step. All right, so here in the car, pretty straightforward. This is just gonna go in this little area right behind here. So that's gonna end up being something right there-ish. All right, so camera is mounted. Got the screen here, trying to figure out where I want it to be. And realistically, I think somewhere in that corner is probably gonna be where it's gonna go. I wanna be able to keep a lot of this real estate down here free. I don't know if I need to keep it free, just because, like, as I'm looking, my eyes are pretty much here when driving, so that would give me some room down here to mount it. But I don't know yet. Right now, I've just got both of the extensions on right now, so that's giving me the most opportunities to find what I need and where I need it. But we'll come back when they figured it out. All right, and well, not sure how I'm gonna like that being there, but we'll give it a shot. I tried it over there, and it makes it pretty difficult to see without turning my head the whole way across the car, which I'd probably only do a little bit, but this might be too much information and too much things changing directly in my line of sight. So I don't know. We'll try it. We'll figure it out, and if we need to change it and move it, we will. But I'm gonna assume that this is gonna work for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and start running the cables. All right. So one thing that I also have now noticed / remembered, when I put the shifter in back in like 2020, I don't think I connected the cigarette lighter back. I know the one in the armrest does work, but I'm not sure I want to run the cable and kind of have to tuck it up to get it to the I don't know. This is temporary right now. I'll just run it from here and then get it up there. But I definitely at some point need to go ahead and fix that, or I'm just going to end up running it down into the footwell and tapping into a fuse. That's probably what the more long-term solution is, but oh well. All right, so there we see it. We're getting a couple of the updates installed. I'll need to be able to secure that cable, but anyways, we're coming down around the dash. I need to secure this part of the cable better as well, coming up over and to the camera. I am almost positive I'm not going to keep the routing of this stuff this way. Definitely is looking like it's going to end up somewhere over there. Just need to find a way to put it there and keep it out of the way. But that'll be a different track day. Anyways, I'm gonna have to get on the good old Amazon, focus, and get some more of these clips. Some of the adhesive on these was just not sticking at all. So we'll do that for now. Probably just use some electrical tape or something like that just to get them up out of the field of view, and yeah, that's it. All right, so anyways, that's the install of the Garmin Catalyst system in my Corvette. I'm positive in the next handful of months, I'm gonna change darn near everything about where I placed stuff except for the camera itself. But that's gonna be see what I need to change, where I need to change it, and go from there. That being said, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned, hope it helped. If it did, please consider letting me know down in the comments below and help me out with the good old algorithm. Otherwise, with some of the upcoming videos will be actually the Garmin versus HP Tuner's Track Addict app with the phone. So obviously be filming that when I go to the track in 4 days. Anyways, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.